Hi, this is Faith Orphea Talk after the midnight hour, and I want to read a couple of Bible verses from the book of Genesis, chapter 32, from verse 24, I believe, to verse 29. It's about Jacob, when Jacob wrestles with God. Jacob was left alone, and a man wrestled with him until daybreak. When the man saw that he could not defeat him, he struck Jacob's hip socket as they wrestled and dislocated his hip. Then he said to Jacob, "Let me go, for it is daybreak." But Jacob said, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." "What is your name?" the man asked. "Jacob," he replied. "Your name will no longer be Jacob," he said. "It will be Israel, because you have struggled with God and with men and have prevailed." Then Jacob asked him, "Please tell me your name." But he answered, "Why do you ask?" And he blessed him there. So Jacob was being persistent and wrestling for his blessing. This week we're talking about this week's reflection on Faith Warfare Talk. The theme is when faith and intercession collides. We see how Jacob held on, even though his hip was dislocated. He was persistent. Jacob wrestled with a divine being, a mysterious man later revealed to be God or an angel representing God. Throughout the night, he did not give up. He stood persistent. Jacob refused to let go until he received a blessing. And when the man dislocated Jacob's hip, Jacob still held on. When this figure dislocated Jacob's hip, he still held on. He knew that he was holding on to the promise. He knew that there was a response. He knew that him putting his faith into action in that intercession, whether you know, he was interceding, he was praying, he was holding on for dear life. And he said, "I'm not going to let you go until you bless me." Are you there? Or are you throwing in the white towel? Are you been quitting ahead of time? Or are you as persistent as Jacob? "I'm not going to let you go, God, until I get a response." The divine opponent. Jacob wrestled with a man who, though not fully identified, is understood to be God in a physical form. There was a struggle and there was an injury. The fight lasted until daybreak in order to recover, in order to overpower, Jacob. The man touched Jacob's hip, wrestled, wrenching it and dislocating it. Dislocating it. God forbid I fall or hurt my toe. Are we quitting too fast? Are we letting pain and struggle and the warfare